Hi, my name is Camilla, and my research is about risk distribution for autonomous inland shipping. That is, who is going to pay eventually if an accident occurs with an autonomous vessel. Currently, there are many companies in inland shipping. Think of the ship owner, the charters, and the companies that ships their goods via rivers and canals. But the stage is going to be even more crowded, as an autonomous vessel is basically controlled by an autonomous system. Then the provider of the technology will also be involved if an accident happens. All these actors are linked together by contracts and rules by the laws. For instance, traffic rules or the obligation of paying damages to the person that you hurt, or even to load your cargo carefully. In my research, I like to inquire if these laws, some drafted even more than 100 years ago, are still useful and relevant for autonomous inland shipping. In my research, I'm trying to understand if those laws, some of them drafted even more than 100 years ago and not with autonomous shipping in mind, are still relevant and useful with self-navigating vessels. Should the barge owner be always responsible for accident happening to an autonomous barge? Or should we hold accountable the technology provider if the autonomous system makes mistakes? To answer this question, I'm mixing classical legal research and participatory methodologies. I use surveys and workshops with the stakeholders to understand their preferences in terms of responsibility and to understand which social and economical standpoint are beneath those choices. Solving the liability problems and finding a balanced risk distribution system is vital for the ecosystem, because the industry will be able to know who is responsible in each case. And this is technically called legal certainty. That is important as stakeholders will know their risk and will also decide how to manage it, for instance, taking out insurance. A clear framework for liability will also make the people feel safer. Economy will thrive, and eventually, if something happens, law is going to be there.